Hey YouTube, it's Carla Archanchen 56. It's Mondays, not September anymore. Monday, October the 1st, 2012. And this is my 15-week post-RNY surgery update. I think I'll start with the September goals that I had. My goals were to walk 75 miles. Well, I didn't quite make that. I walked 42.6 miles. There was a lot of rain and I had a lot of activity, no real excuses. Although I am walking more and I'm walking longer when I walk. One day last week I walked 7.5 miles. Normally I walk 3 to 4 at one time, and then I usually walk twice a day. Today it's been raining a lot, so I only got to walk once. But anyway, I did okay. My goal was to get 80 ounces of water in every day. I just had a really hard time with water last month. I don't know, I couldn't seem to get it all in. I usually pretty much got in 60 to 64. Some days a lot less. There was not even one day that I got anywhere close to 80, but that's okay too. I wanted to lose 10 pounds. I lost 6 pounds this month, in the month of September. That brings me to the numbers. This is my 15-week post-op, and I didn't lose. I actually gained a pound. I weighed 160 last week, and I weighed 161 today. And I've been up and down all week. I've been down to 159. I've been up to 161. I've been 160, so I'm okay. Part of it, I think, was the amount of water that I didn't get in. And again, it rained a lot last week, and I only walked, I think, maybe 3 days. I did get a lot of walking in on Saturday, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. My goals for October are pretty much the same goals. My theory is if first you don't succeed, try again. I want to walk 75 miles again, drink 80 ounces of water daily, and try to lose 10 pounds. And another biggie for me is to have a yard sale. I really need to have a yard sale, not just for the amount of clothes that I have, but also I have, my house is a disaster area because before my mom died, I moved in with her. All her stuff is here. All my stuff is here, and all my stuff included already like 3 housefuls of things, because I had all my husband's stuff and he had all his mother's stuff. You can't imagine. I have a storage facility that has all the stuff that I had in my catering business. I have like tons of china. My husband's mother collected antiques and had antique china. I've got her china. I've got Christmas china. I'm not selling all those things, but I've got tons of stuff that I need to sell. So hopefully this month, now that it's cooler and I'm feeling like a brand new person, I can get the things outside, get them priced, and have a yard sale. Okay, Saturday. Went to the Alabama game. We had a great time, but the funniest thing is the girl that I took with me, and I call her a girl, she's a young lady now. She was one of my cheerleaders, and she also worked for us at Truffles, and she's 24, and she's about as big as a minute. But I wanted to show her around campus, and it's been a while since I've been there, and I just wanted to see things. And so we walked and we walked and we walked and we walked, and she said, "Can we go back to the car? I need to change my shoes, and you're killing me." She said, "You're in better shape than I am." So I felt really good about that. The other thing was going up the ramp to our seats, because we were in the first deck above the stadium. There are like 2 upper decks besides all the glassed-in areas with all the fancy seats. I didn't have any problems going up the ramp. I didn't get out of breath. I was just able to go, and I'm going to start crying now. You have no idea how much that meant to me to be able to walk around campus and to be able to go to a football game again, because it's a big part of my life. My daddy started taking me to football games when I was really little, and I always went, but there came a time, it came a time when I just didn't have time, but then when I did have a little time, I didn't feel like going. So I'm so excited to know that I feel like going, and we had a great time. Alabama won. It wasn't the best game, but you know, I could go into sports analysis, and I'm not going to do that. But we won, and that's what counts, and it was a great game, and we had a great time. I'm looking at my list of things that I needed to talk about. The numbers, September, October. The other thing that I dealt with last week was low blood sugar, which kind of is a good thing. It tells me that my blood sugar is going down some more, and I'm not on oral medications. My surgeon took me off of those. I'm still on insulin, though, and I hope I have an appointment soon with my endocrinologist. I've called my primary care physician to get me a referral so I can go, because I think I'm going to have some help, because I've been trying to adjust the insulin on my own, and it's not doing so well. But at any rate, first night last week, I was sound asleep about 3:30 in the morning, and my dog Zoe woke me up. And at first I was trying to figure out what she wanted, and then I realized she would not leave me alone. She knows. She's not a trained therapy dog, but she knows when I'm in distress or when my sugar bottoms. And she kept whining and whining and nosing me, and would not leave me alone until I got up and did something about it. So basically she saved my life. The next 2 mornings, same time, the same thing happened. And I even changed the time when I was taking my sugar. I ate a snack before I went to bed. So I'm not real sure. I'm like I said, I'm going to have some help with my insulin and my sugar. And I've heard a lot of people talk about this lately, and it's the body image. I think I promised some pictures from the ball game, but I don't know how to load them here. I have posted some pictures on Facebook. If you want to go there, you can just look me up. It's Carla Hughes Crim on Facebook, and look me up that way, and you can see the pictures. And people have just been so kind, and you know, I've had a lot of people that have been surprised that haven't seen me in a while, and you know, they're just saying you look great. Of course, I still have that fat girl image in my head, and you know, I weigh 160, 161 now, and I'm no longer classified as obese. I'm just classified as overweight, which is an exciting thing too. But I've got to get that image out of my head, and I think a lot of you know that that's not that easy to do. Of course, I have all this stuff. If I could get rid of this stuff, I would. There, I like that face. Anyway, I want to start going to the gym and see if I can, you know, tighten some things up, because I've got the loose skin, especially in my thighs and my arms, and my stomach is yeah, y'all know all about that. But my body image is still, you know, it's hard to go back. I mean, not go back, but it's hard to see yourself the way other people see you now. In fact, the lady that is principal, and I call her lady, but she's younger than I am, and she is a wonderful person. She's the principal at the school where I taught, that I retired from, and when I was teaching there, she was a special ed teacher as well, and she goes to the same church where I do, but I hadn't seen her in a long time. And 2 weeks ago I went into a class, and as soon as I walked in, she went, "Oh my gosh!" She said, "Come here, what have you done?" And she said she just couldn't believe, you know. So people are noticing, and people have really made me feel good. I've just got to get to the point where I feel good about myself, and I do. I feel good about myself. I've accomplished a lot, and I'm really proud of myself, and my self-confidence is beginning to come out again, and I'm excited about where I am, and I just want to keep working. Last night I went back and I watched some videos, and I watched Faith KP's 15-week video, and she had a gain that week, and she worked. She said, okay, I'm going back. I'm going to follow all the rules, and most of the time I have been following the rules. I really haven't had much of anything that I shouldn't have. Saturday was a little difficult. I mean, I ate breakfast at home. It was a late night game. We went and I had a steak for lunch, and that was good. Of course, I couldn't eat all of it, but it was it was so good. Anyway, but then when we got to the stadium, I really needed something else to eat, and I had taken some snacks, but they were in the car because you can't take all that stuff in the stadium with you. So Lindsay said, I'm going to get a big pretzel. I thought, well, I can't eat a big pretzel. And they had hamburgers and hot dogs and peanuts, and they had pizza and all kinds of food. But I was trying to think, what could I eat that, would have protein and not too many carbs. So I went with nachos and cheese. And that worked fairly well, although I probably ate maybe 5 chips and the cheese, and it went down okay, but it let me know, my pouch let me know, okay, that's it, no more of that. And I was good, my sugar didn't bottom out or anything. So, I mean, there have been very few times when I've had anything that hadn't been protein first, or, that had a good bit of carbs in it. I eat a lot of cottage cheese. I eat a lot of Greek yogurt. A lot of string cheese. I eat. I make like taco soup and chili, and I eat a lot of that. And I can eat steak. A lot of people can't eat beef. They can eat chicken. Chicken doesn't work really well for me, but the beef does work well for me. So I can eat that. I can eat fajita meat. So that's what I eat a lot of. So seeing myself the way other people, that's probably another goal for this month, is to look at really where I am and where I want to go. I mean, I have a goal, and my goal is like 130. And I may be, at my age, that may be too small for me. Once I get to 140, I'll see where I am, and if I really don't look good at that point. 140 is basically where my BMI will no longer be overweight, and that's my biggest goal, because my health is my biggest goal. So I want a BMI of no longer being overweight, but then I kind of have that weight goal in mind. But I also have to remember that I'm 56 years old, and I'm not that young, and if I lose too much, that it may not be good for me. So, it's been a good week. Even though I gained a pound, I'm not really that upset about it. I've exercised. I was able to do what I wanted to do Saturday as far as walking. So, it's been a good week, and I hope y'all have a good week. I hope this is going to be another good week for me. I've already walked tonight. Hopefully I can get in more walking tomorrow. I think the rain's kind of supposed to go away. I thought we were going to need an arc here a little bit before this was over today, but we needed the rain, so that's a good thing. Hope everybody has a good week. God bless, and just keep on working. Bye.